Hi, everybody. Dr. Julie Pennick again. So yesterday you heard from me about Typhon documentation. This communication is being placed in all of the advanced health assessment course sections. You all have a lot of things going on. Hopefully you've got your shadow health account established. Hopefully you have gotten your APEA assessment QBank account established. The instructions and the information you need to get that set up would have come directly from the folks at APEA to your Herzing email account. And if you haven't located that yet and you don't see it in your inbox, look in your junk or your spam folder. The APEA QBank assignments, you have access to 1,300 questions that test concepts of pharmacology, pathophysiology, and assessment modalities and strategies and approaches. Each week you have 75 questions. They are subject specific based on the information in each weekly module. For those 75 questions, you will earn 25 points for completing them all. Yes, you may be tired, and yes, you may just want to get those questions done, and you may not be paying a whole lot of attention. But let me tell you why you may not want to do that. I know you want to capture those points, but engaging with the APEA QBank in meaningful ways is going to save you time later. You have those activities weekly until you get to week 12, and in week 12, you have the Clinical Foundations Proficiency exam. This is a high-stakes proposition. This is a national exam utilized by nurse practitioner programs around the country, both on ground and online. And the national mean for the 2019 testing cohort is 67%. You'll take this exam, and if you score 67%, you move on to the next clinical course without any concerns. If you don't score at 67%, you will finish out all your NU 609 course activities, so you can get all of your course points that you can capture. You'll be provided with an APEA QBank monthly subscription, an extra month, with a remediation plan that takes about 20 hours to invest. So you'll be using the QBank, you'll be using your pathophysiology materials and your pharmacology materials to complete your remediation. After the semester is over, typically we retest in the week or two after the end of the semester. That would be Christmas break, so we're going to look at the timing of this retake exam. You'll know if you're a remediator when that exam will need to be retaken. At the end of the semester, if you didn't pass, get a 67% on the first exam, you'll have your remediation plan you're working. You'll be assigned an incomplete for NU 609 until you take your exam for the second time. If you're successful on the retake, your incomplete grade converts to the grade you earned in the course. And if you're not successful, unfortunately, your grade converts to an F and you are rescheduled to take NU 609. So I would encourage you to go beyond the weekly assignments, generate some random exams, generate some exams in utilizing the missed questions option. Give yourself time to take some of those random exams. Dive deeper into subject areas that you feel weak in or that your test scores say that you're weak in. Your goal is always to score at or above 70% on your assignments. So if you're not reaching that, then you need to work a little more diligently and invest a little more time in your processes. Okay, I wish you all well. Oh, and the other thing students always want to know is how many students need to remediate. Our last testing cohort, we had 116 students, 22 required remediation. 10 of those students have already completed their retake. They've all passed. We have 12 that have until Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. to complete that process. Here's some examples though. Nobody really, very rarely is it somebody just squeaks by on the retake with a 67. My lowest retake score so far for a student is 69. We had a student who scored 52 on their first exam and scored a 79 on the retake. We have a student who scored a 38 on their first exam and scored an 85 on the retake. These students have worked their remediation process diligently. The remediation process, you can spend an extra 2 or 3 hours here and there every couple of weeks and get those 20 hours in and do the same thing in advance of taking the exam so you're not faced with the remediation process. Okay, thanks. I wish you all well in your testing process.